Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more Final Fantasy 13. And we're going to pretty much carry on from where we left off, working our way through the story since it's pretty much all we can do right now. So obviously we were going through the prologue bits and pieces in our last stream, getting to know some of our characters. Well, most of the team actually. There's only one character we haven't gotten to know just yet, but we don't get to see her until a little bit later on. Also, we're getting a feel for battle, things like that. Obviously we still can't do anything with our grids just yet because we've not been given access to them just yet. So without further ado, let's get on into today's show. So first things first, we're going to take these two out so that we can grab this capsule just here.
No daydreaming now!
So again, as I said last time, don't worry too much about putting everything here because it won't give any CP as far as I'm aware. So just go for the ones that are down in the chests, or the ones that literally just will not move out of the way basically.
Things like that?
100 gil. We're about to have some unwanted company. So these creatures are known as Seath, a form of Seath. They are the twisted souls of the dead, of people who basically failed their focus.
This is what happens when l'Cie don't complete the focus the fal'Cie gave him.
I'll explain that a little bit more in a bit. Oh, there's Snow.
Let's even these odds!
Okay, so obviously as you can see, we've now been joined by Snow, and he will now be sticking with us.
How about this?
Because our party is now just split into two now, so that's these three obviously, and then Lightning Ball.
How did you get in here? You gotta leave. Okay, listen. Find some place to hide and keep quiet. Once I find Sarah, we'll all leave together. You'll be home in time for dinner.
You...
Wait! Who's Sarah?
My wife. Future wife, that is. She's a Pulse l'Cie.
No.
She's here somewhere, along with that fal'Cie. I gotta find her and set her free.
What's wrong with you? Why do you want to help l'Cie? They're the enemy!
Huh?
How can you save l'Cie? You're not... That's insane!
Probably. But I gotta do something, right? I'll be back.
Should we wait around for him and hitch a ride?
I'd rather go to Pulse! Why is this happening to me? When they found the fal'Cie the other day, we were just visiting Bodhum. But the army took us, threw us on that train. And because of that guy, Mom is...
Probably shouldn't leave them alone.
And he wants to help l'Cie?
Hey again.
Hey. Let's go with him. You gotta talk to him, Hope. If you don't take this chance, you'll regret it forever.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
What's gotten into you, soldier? Thought you came for a fight.
My sister.
Your sister?
She's a Lassie.
What? A pulse Lassie?
The Fal'Cie has her captive, but I'll find her.
Is she still... Hey, what was her focus? When she became a Lassie, what did the Fal'Cie order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
So the Fal'Cie
I didn't ask.
are the ones that brand you a Lassie. When you become a Lassie, you get given a focus. And if you fail that focus, or don't complete it in time,
Listen
you
to me.
become the monstrosity.
When a person gets
that
cursed by a
is
Fal'Cie, they become a Lassie. And they get given a focus, right? How do I put this? If they don't carry it out, Lassie end up as one of those things.
Oh, hello, Pre.
What I'm saying
Yes, Lightning
is,
does have
if
a
your
sister.
sister's gone that far, I mean, she might still. How can I?
Your Lightning's sister is Sarah.
There's no way to turn a Lassie back into a human. Even if she completes her focus, there's no changing her fate. She'll live her life as a Fal'Cie slave. Don't make her suffer.
Just say it! Any Lassie!
Some of you might not
Anyone who
actually
might
know,
ever
but
become a
Lightning
Lassie should be wiped off
is
the
not
face of
actually
Cocoon.
her real name. Lightning actually has another name. Her real name is actually Claire.
It's people like you that started the Purge in the first place.
Oh, is it Pre? Okay, fair enough.
So, that's a Seath, huh?
Oh,
Some innocent kid gets picked as a Lassie one day, and winds up one of those.
this is what happens to you if you follow or if you don't complete it in time. Oh, is it Pre? Hopefully that should be a bit better now. Let me know if it isn't, and I'll adjust it again. Right, let's see what we've got in this treasure chest. Power wristband. Actually, do you know what? I think we'll go ahead and equip that now if we're able. This one. Of course, we will get more equipment slots later on. So these seats are actually quite easy to cut down and get past. So if you can't get around them, just cut through them. It's easy. So here are a few other different types of Seath, sort of flyers. Actually, those ones we've already fought. There's literally no point. you're not getting any experience from them. This one we haven't fought before. This one's slightly more robust and is another form of Seath. I'm not exactly sure as to what determines what kind of Seath you become if you fail your focus or don't complete it in time. That's one thing I still haven't quite figured out. Seeing as how Pri hasn't said anything in the chat, I'm going to assume that my audio adjusting has worked. Past all of them except the last two. So with this fight we are going to have to pay a bit more attention to our health tokens for the time being. These guys, while they do go down relatively quick, they do hit incredibly hard. As you might have just seen there. The only annoying thing about this game is when they focus on the team leader, you're in trouble. Because when the team leader goes down, the whole team goes down. It's one of the things that have made people hate this game. And why Square Enix seem to have shelved it and not bother bringing it forward. But the thing is, in my opinion, if they just made some adjustments, this game could be great, rather than shelving it. But that's just my opinion. My audio's still a bit low. Okay, let's see if I can... Right, I've shoved it up to 90. Try that, see if that's any better. I can't put it up by much more. Hopefully that should be a little bit better. Obviously, if it isn't, let me know, Pri, and I'll see what I can do to improve it.
Sarah! Time to go. We have to leave before the army. What?
That's a post brand. That girl's a l'Cie.
Is that yes it is better, or yes it's still low?
Post l'Cie are the enemies of Cocoon.
Oh good, perfect.
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy.
You came.
Sarah!
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Put it down slightly, it's so hard to find.
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis.
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she...
Save us.
Sarah?
You can save us. Or protect us all.
Right, I've taken it down to just above 80. Hopefully that should be adequate.
Sarah, that was your focus?
Anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me, you'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow. I'll make things right.
You just relax.
And you are correct. Getting the right balance is a pain in the bum. And I want to be able to make it possible for everybody to hear both me and the game itself. Because I remember a while back I was watching Fuzzfinger's playthrough of Final Fantasy 13 too, and I could hear him alright, but the music in the background I couldn't hear very well at all. It was driving me nuts. Perfect, we'll go with the settings for now then and see how things go. So this is what happens to a l'Cie if you complete your focus on time. You turn into a beautiful crystal version of yourself.
Why is she turning to crystal?
l'Cie who fulfill their focus are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
Just like the story said.
So, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! Sarah's... She's
alive.
That's where you're wrong, Lightning.
The legend. Remember the legend. l'Cie who fulfilled their focus turn to crystal and gain eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead. Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
It's over! Open your eyes and face reality!
Sarah, does becoming a l'Cie really mean losing everything? What now?
The army!
The target is almost in place. Surface team, what is your status?
Good to go. Resistance is under control. The assault proceeds as planned.
Leave no trace. The pulse vestige never existed.
What's happening?
It must be a sanctum strike. Bring down the vestige and the fal'Cie right with it.
Aren't they taking it back to Pulse? That's what the patch was, right?
All they care about is getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here. They'll kill us.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Day with the fal'Cie. Got some things to talk about.
What? You gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Lightning?
Here we go.
Whoops. Damn, he looks really around it. Oh, I've got a preamp. I'll go with that. Because now with 3 characters in the team, we can slice through everything quite easily, actually, thinking about it. So most of our party is now together. We're still only missing 1 character though, but she doesn't join us until later on. And that is Fang. Ooh, I hate those flyers. So my question to you, Pri, is where on earth did you get to yesterday and the day before that? You've missed 2 streams in a row. Potions. And also at this point we are going to save our game because we do have a boss fight coming up in just a moment, and sometimes it can go a little bit wrong. Hopefully we'll take it out first time around. I'll show you guys how to do it, but you know, you should always prepare for the small possibility of something going wrong. Oh, bloomin' hell. Ah, fair enough, Pri. Can't compete with a hurricane, not by a long shot. That's God's handiwork, that is. Jeez.
fal'Cie.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, though.
Sarah's a
And as for
crystal.
Thursday, well,
You gave her a
that's just YouTube being a pain in the ass, I suppose, with its notifications.
Let her go! Please, turn her back. I'll be your l'Cie instead!
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want!
Lightning!
It's this thing's fault the purge started. And it's people who are dying. Sarah told us to save Cocoon. That means this thing needs to die.
I do believe it has a response for us. Okay, but that's not too bad then. In fact, actually category 1's the lowest. If I'm not mistaken, it can go all the way up to category 5, and I believe category 5 is also known as the Hand of God. While in tornado terms, if there's a tornado, it goes F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5, and the F5 is known as the Finger of God, I think it is? Something like that. It's been a while since I studied up on it. I used to study the weather all the time.
Come on now. You really think you can kill a fal'Cie?
I'm doing this for Sarah.
Dodge.
Okay, so this is our boss fight that we're going to deal with.
As long as you don't mind an amateur. I got these things. Might as well use them.
Well, you're going to die either way, potentially, so yeah, go for it, Sarge. Okay, so to deal with this boss fight, the first thing we need to do is target the manipulators, as they're called. If you try to go for the centerpiece straight away, you'll get shredded very, very quickly. Now, the manipulators will regenerate after a while and come back, so you need to do as much damage to the center bit as you can while you can. And then obviously when the manipulators come back, you just simply rinse and repeat. There's very little else to it. Obviously also keep an eye on your health totals as well. Okay, so the manipulators are back, so we need to divert our target onto them. I'll heal up here a second. As you can see, the manipulators do go down pretty damn quick. Yeah, I kind of gathered that one through. Chuck another potion out, get our health back up. So this boss fight is known as Animar, which obviously we have heard that name before from Final Fantasy X, but in Final Fantasy X he was a summoning, not a monstrosity of a machine. So as you can see, he's initiating the regeneration sequence, which is what brings back the manipulators. I reckon this should be the last time we have to deal with those manipulators now. I've got this in the bag. So once the manipulators are down, he'll immediately start the regeneration sequence, and while he's doing this he cannot dish out any attacks whatsoever, so that is literally your opportunity to go all out and annihilate him basically.
Where are we?
Wow, really? Anything from category 3 off this? Damn. Mind you, to be honest, I don't think there are that many. I don't think there's been that many category 5 hurricanes anyway. I don't think they occur very often. So we're all now being branded l'Cie. So, yes, I do remember Hurricane Ivan. God, I was only 14 years old back then.
When I couldn't see a future, and I was afraid. When the future was clear, and it hurt to see. I'd just close my eyes, and lose myself in happier days.
God, 14 years old, that seems like an entire lifetime ago now. Yes, I think we will save our progress.
Great spot to watch from.
The whole gang's here tonight.
How'd that happen?
Don't know. Destiny?
More like dumb luck.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around.
You know.
No, but I want to.
You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
Here goes. Making a wish?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The sea who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. Don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it. I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes! Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
But the mushroom stuff. You're only 18. Oh, that makes you 4.
Hey, Snow?
Get my maths right before I say anything, because I don't want... And if I was 14, 19... Yeah, that makes you 4 years older than me then. So that makes you, if I'm 31...
That was close.
So you're 35 then, okay. So you're not that much older than me. I don't know why, I had it in my head that you were slightly older than that, but I guess I was wrong. Dead wrong.
Just you and me.
Fair enough, Bree.
Thank you, Snow.
Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and save the game so we don't have to go through all those cutscenes again.
Is this for real?
This must be Lake Brescia? Well, I guess we fell from up there. And the lake turned to crystal?
Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that height. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got...
Hey! Watch out!
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of Lassie. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're Lassie now.
Right.
So this is where our team's going to start getting quite a lot stronger now. And as you can see, each character has now been given a job role. In this case, Commander, Ravager, Ravager. But I'll get into that a little bit more in a moment once we're done with the cutscenes and we've moved on a little bit more.
So we really are l'Cie.
Looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
l'Cie to the last.
Why me? I don't even know you, but you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault.
What's going on here? The game's froze on me. What's going on? That shouldn't be happening. Shit. Not now of all times. Not in the middle of a damn stream. Come on. No. Oh, this isn't fair. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna have a look at the disc a minute, folks. Sorry about this. Oh, God, I've dropped my disc. There's a few specks of dirt on the disc. I'm hoping that will fix the problem. I must admit that has really taken me by surprise. I was not expecting it to do that. Pardon me. I really do apologise, folks. Hopefully I'll have this issue resolved momentarily. Just bear with me one moment.
Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, my...
There we go, it's working now. It must have been that dirt on the disc. It's loading fine now.
Oh, this is yours.
Or not. Oh, come on, what gives? Why is it doing this to me? Why now of all flipping times? Shit. Oh, this is not fair. Why is it doing this to me? Come on. Hang on, I've got an idea. I'm going to see if I can get around it by skipping the scene. Yeah, there we go.
See, huh?
Yep. We're all playing for two.
Well, don't worry, folks. You won't have missed very much in that little cutscene of
Find me!
Yeah, basically it's just them having a little bit of an argument. Other than that, not really anything relevant.
It's the soldier to keep us cool through this mess.
Hopefully we shouldn't have any further issues.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I don't, Bree.
I saw it.
Saw what?
But I am in town over the weekend because I'm at work, so
They don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a
perhaps
hazy
either
piece.
on my way to work or on my way back from work I can try and
Well, you know, that's what they
grab
say.
something that can help.
You know, legends and all. Legends. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but... I saw this big... towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Fal'Cie gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're Pulse l'Cie, right? Enemies of Cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
Okay, so we are now introduced to the grids, which are known as the Crystarium in this game, which is the equivalent of the sphere grid in a sense. Let me just go into it and show you guys what I mean. So each of our job roles will have a different level to them and will have different abilities attached and whatnot. And also throughout all the different characters, they all have different ones as well. Some of them can learn the same abilities, some of them can't. For instance, I think it's only Vanille and Lightning that can learn Poison, I believe. I don't think Fang can learn it. While some of them can only learn Slow, some of them only can learn things like Imperil. It all depends on the particular character in question. So here's all the different things that we've got. So there's HP ups, there's strengths up. That one I don't think I've ever known. Well, if that one has come into play, I've never really seen it as such because I've been too busy paying attention to other things. But oh, I see what that does now. Okay, so we've got a few points to spend, so we might as well go and chuck a few onto the grids. Now, Snow doesn't actually have a great deal to do at the moment, but that's purely because we're going to be saying goodbye to him for a little bit. Actually, for quite a while, thinking about it. But even though he'll be leaving our party, he will still be earning CP in the background from any battles that we do from here on in. And it's the same with Fang as well. Although Fang doesn't join us until quite a bit later on. And so from this point on, we ideally want to try and eliminate every single battle that we come across because we're going to need all the CP we can get. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to explain is the paradigms. So this is where we choose what job role we want to do from a selection of Medic, Sentinel, Commando, Ravager, Synergist and Saboteur. Next I'm going to explain each of the job roles, since this is a full walkthrough. So the Commando is the one that will deal the most damage because it's physical attacks, and it will also help to hold the stagger bar in place and slow it. Well, obviously the stagger bar will start working its way down when you're trying to get the stagger bar up, and it will, like I say, it will stabilise it and stop it from going down as fast. And you'll get things like Ruin, Ruenga, and other non-magical type moves. Next up then is the Ravager. Now this is your magic basically, so that's Faraga, Thundagger and all that stuff. Yeah, the usual suspects. And that is the particular class that will get the stagger bar up a lot quicker. But you need to make sure you're backing it up with a commando if you can. Now obviously at this early stage in the game it's going to be a little bit difficult at points. Right now we're fine because we've got Commando and Ravager together. But later on there are going to be stages where we're not going to have access to that. Okay, so next up then is the Sentinel. Now this is the defensive stance. This is the job role that basically acts as a, like I said, a defense. It'll also have the ability to provoke enemies and divert their attacks towards the person using the Sentinel abilities while reducing the damage at the same time. And later on, believe me, you're going to need it. Medic class is pretty self-explanatory. That's your healing. Synergist, that's your buffing, so putting things like haste, protect, shell, bravery, which increases physical attack damage, faith, which increases magic damage, and there's a few others but I forget what they do off the top of my head, and we'll go through them as we get to them. And then sabotage, which again is relatively self-explanatory, so that's your deprotect, de-shell, imperil, which will allow the stagger bar to go up a lot quicker, as will de-shell. Deprotect obviously makes your opponent take more damage to physical attacks. De-shell will also make your opponents more vulnerable to magic as well. You've also got slow, which obviously slows your enemies down. There's poison, pain, daze, and there's one more, but off the top of my head I cannot remember what it is. But those ones are the ones that will stop your opponent from either using physical or magical attacks, depending on which one you're casting. Oh, fog is the other one. And then also you've got... later on you'll have also in the sabotage section with vanille only, you'll have the death ability as well. Okay, so I think that just about covers all the job roles. So now we're going to have a look at seeing how to set up. So basically you have a total of, let's see here, 6 slots in which you can set paradigms up for. We've only got 2 set up at the moment. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. So I think we'll keep the Relentless Assault for now. Obviously we're quite limited as to what we can do. I think actually we'll keep that as it is, but what we'll also do here is chuck in a Commander, Ravager, Medic as well. Other than that, there's not really a great deal more we can actually do for the time being. Obviously later on you'll get the ability to change your battle team as well and select which characters you want in your battle team, but that doesn't come until quite a bit later on. And also equipment, we can change our equipment from here. So you've got your accessory slots and your weapon slots. At the moment though, each character has only got 1 accessory slot, but we will increase that later on as we work our way through. So, it's time to start moving forward.
I'll go scope things out ahead. What's the other?
So as we go throughout the game, there are going to be different bits and pieces that will require us to set our paradigms up in a specific way in order to stand a chance of beating them. For instance, we might come across an enemy that needs weakening down first, and so with that in mind, and if it does a lot of damage too, we're going to want to be able to buff ourselves up, while at the same time we're going to want to be able to sabotage as well. To make the enemy more easier to deal with. And as you can see, now that we've got access to magic, we're going to be dealing a lot more damage. And as you could see, the stagger bar was gradually moving up, and then once it hit full, it staggered the enemy. But if you also notice, there was a number to the left hand side of the bar that was continuing to go up even though it was staggered. And the higher you get that stagger number, the more damage you will do. I suggest using Ravengers to keep getting that number up though, because it will do it a lot quicker.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're l'Cie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah. She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
Cyclone division.
You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Stop it! Freeze!
Leave it to lightning to take the hard route. Alright. So during battle we can switch between paradigms on the PS4, not PS4, PS3, by hitting the L1 button. I don't know why I said PS4, it's not come out on the PS4 yet.
I thought they'd be tougher than that.
I don't know if they ever will bring it to the PS4 or even the PS5.
Supposed to be green.
Because unfortunately this game has taken a lot of hatred.
An anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier has got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us l'Cie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but PSICOM's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao!
Hey, wait! What's a man to do?
Getting the feeling Vanille knows a bit more than she's actually letting on. But of course I already know the answers to that. But I'll let you guys keep on wondering for a bit. So look how many CP have we got? We could build up a bit more.
I wonder what happened to everyone else.
I'll build up my CP just a little bit more. Okay, so these guys actually do hit a little bit harder than what we've been fighting.
That doesn't...
So in this case, we're going to want to switch to our diversity stance so that we can keep ourselves healed. Our other option would have been to chuck out our sentinel, but since our medic's able to keep on top of the damage relatively well, we should, in theory, be alright here. So also, each character will have 3 main job roles that they're particularly good at and specialise in. So for Lightning, it is Ravager, Commander and Medic. Snow is Ravager, Sentinel and... Oh. Do you know what? I cannot remember his third one. Oh, Ravager, that's it. Commando, Ravager and Sentinel. Vanille is Saboteur, Ravager, Medic. Sarge is Commando, Synergist and Ravager. Fang is Commando, Sentinel and Saboteur. Hope is Synergist, Medic and Ravager. But they will have access to all the other job roles later on as secondary job roles, so to speak. So that's pretty much Snow done for the time being. That's that for now. We make our way around here. I believe there is some treasure to be had. Yes, there is, but we're going to have to go through this lot again. So again, we want our diversity stance.
Stay sharp.
32 CP a time, that's not too bad, I suppose. And we get ourselves a silver bangle from the capsule behind.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet. I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope Estime.
Bodum Security Regiment. She goes by Lightning.
It's not right. Why kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey.
Trying to take on the post-Foul Sea. That was our first mistake. We should have left it to the Sanctum.
Hey!
Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's Foul Sea for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
But you still helped us do it. Why's that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
What?
Doggies. We should be able to dispatch these with ease, though we've already fought them earlier on. If anything, it should be a lot easier to dispatch now.
Just too easy.
Capsule, I can't see what there is. Cyclone soldiers. Didn't get much CP from them though, unfortunately. So we are going to have a boss fight coming up in a moment. And if you do as I do, then you should be fine with defeating it.
Sarah!
Sarah! Sarah. I'll get you out of there. Thanks.
This is goodbye.
Lightning! You're just gonna leave her?
PSICOM will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that? You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one
Oh yeah,
will
the boss
die.
fight's great fun, Cree. I thought that was your favourite thing to do.
Does she look protected to you?
That was one mean right hook.
I can save her!
Oh!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Oh, me. You two are hopeless.
Just goes to show, folks, or guys rather,
Just can't admit it.
women can throw just as hard a punch as we men can. Bear that in mind. Ah, yes, here's our boss fight. We fought something very similar to it back at the very beginning.
Whoa, whoa! No, no! No, no, no! Not now!
Stand back!
Go to Sentinel for a minute because this attack is quite a deadly one, and if we didn't go to Sentinel it was going to do a lot of damage. Now that we're all healed up we can go back to our Relentless Assault. Oh, actually maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, that's the other attack he'll do, that's the stronger of the two attacks. Once he's done with that attack though you can go back on the attack again and do whatever. So this thing only has 2 attacks, and that's the 2 attacks that you've just seen. Get some healing going. So as you can see, because Snow's in Sentinel mode, he's now diverting the attention of the boss.
Stay sharp.
This thing is known as the Manasfin Warmech. Also, another nice little feature, if playing on the PS3, hit R1 and it will bring up everything that we've got on it so far. So as you can see, it started off with 32,400 health. In the top right it will show you what status alignments it's immune to, be it D-Shell, D-Protect, you know, stuff like that. Obviously at the moment we don't know what it is or isn't immune to since we haven't hit it with any status type moves as of yet. And then just below that you can see its elemental weaknesses, so as you can see it's weak to water and lightning. The other ones at the bottom have still got question marks on them because we haven't actually used those elements against this particular boss. On the left hand side you've got its chain resistance and the stagger point in which it will stagger. And then below that it tells you what its common drop is for defeating it and what its rare drop is for defeating it, which at the moment is still an unknown. Just thought I would give you guys a quick glimpse of that. I meant to show you earlier, but I completely blimmin' forgot. I do apologise.
Stay sharp.
Stop dishing out his nasty attack. We should be able to finish it now. There we go. We've got 64 crystal gem points. And we've got its more common drop, which is a digital circuit, it would appear. And I'll explain what you can do with the digital circuit and other such items like that in a bit.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandon her and save myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here? Snow, you're nothing but talk.
Lightning! I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Get going.
But
Later.
Okay.
Snow,
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
but
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
yeah, count on it.
I'll get you out of there.
Count on it.
Okay, so Snow will now be leaving us for quite some time. Meanwhile, the rest of us are going to forge ahead. First things first, let's just spend a few points here, increase our team's power. I'll probably do some proper grinding off camera, I think. I don't want to subject you guys to all my grinding, otherwise it'll get very boring. Obviously I'll try and kill off everything as I go to try and level us up as best I can so that we're not getting clobbered too much, but
Maybe we shouldn't have left him on his own.
go to diversity, because as we know, these guys do like to hit hard.
I owe ya.
There we go.
I hope so.
These ones we can stay in Relentless Assault for because they really don't hit that hard, and we should cut through them pretty quick. So first things first, we're going to go down the left flank here because there is some items to be had, including a new weapon for Sarge. Final Fantasy 13.
I wish it would slay a little more.
Yeah, I don't really know everything that people hate about this game. I know one small reason as to why it failed, and I do understand why people got annoyed at it. But beyond that, I can't really see what the problem is. The only issue I actually see is the fact that when your commando dies, well, your team leader dies rather, that's it. Doesn't matter if your other party members are still alive, that's it, it's game over. Now, in my opinion, that could easily have been fixed in a remastering. I mean, when they did 13.2, they did sort that problem out, because when your team leader went down, it switched you over to another team leader, and vice versa. So you never actually had to worry about that. But like I say, in this game it's such a simple fix, if only they would take the time. But beyond that, I don't really know what else it is that's annoyed people about this game. I don't have any quarrels with Final Fantasy 9 as such. I just literally just could not get into it. I did try, and I think I got about halfway through the game. But like I said, I just couldn't get into it. Just weren't interested. It's not that I hated the game as such or had any real problems with it as such. Just, you know, just couldn't get into it.
Still couldn't talk to him. You'll never get past this if you don't say something.
Words won't change anything.
I mean, to be honest, I think every single Final Fantasy has a split fan base. Some people hate them, some don't. And I think for that reason, 13 shouldn't have just been shunted and you know, left on a shelf to rot, so to speak.
Looks operational.
To the 9th degree. Well, that is a lot of them. However, most of these little lizards can be taken out in probably 1 to 2 hits. Better switch to diversity to trim down the numbers a little bit more. So you'll also notice there's a number 5 at the right hand side of Lightning's health bar. Now this is our tech points. And our tech points will allow us to use certain abilities such as Renew, Dispel, Summon, and Quake. I think there is one more. I think it's Libra. And Libra will instantly identify everything about an enemy. It's basically the same as using Scan. Oh, Behemoth. Oh, really bad time to have a sneezing fit. Oh. Thanks for that, body. Make me defenceless, why don't you? Oh. Couldn't have saved that sneezing fit for after I dealt with the big slobbery Meiji monster that's trying to take my head off. Oh. Getting hay fever. You haven't seen Libra since Final Fantasy VI, so that's interesting. Okay, Pri. Yeah, my nose could have picked a better time to have a sneezing fit, I must admit. Oh.
Look at that. They're sending in cruisers.
Thing is, I felt it coming literally as I entered into the fight. It was like, great, there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to have to embrace this one. So literally the only thing I could think to do was keep my finger on the X button so that I could keep attacking while sneezing. Luckily I didn't take too much damage, so we were fine. Oh. Yeah, it is a bit. That, and I probably need to dust in this flat as well. It's probably not helping.
Sweep team, form ranks!
They must be hunting down Purge survivors.
I hope everyone made it out okay.
So do I. But nowhere is safe for them now. Damn it! Just cause they shared a neighborhood with a fal'Cie. They get treated like Pulse-tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Not hate. More like fear. Tens of millions of people, all scared of Pulse boogeymen. They'd be shaking in their beds every night if they knew that l'Cie like us were around.
But they'd purge that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum fal'Cie did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
l'Cie are not human.
Listen, you! That's enough! We're still alive. That's something!
What?
Where is it?
I don't know.
There! They're sealing off the area. They're trying to trap the stragglers. We gotta get moving before we're caught in the net.
I hate to admit it, but Lightning's right. Time to bail. Let's book. Maybe I'd better just pull out my medic. These guys are actually hitting relatively hard. I thought I could deal with them without getting clobbered as much. Maybe I was wrong. The watch drones are actually quite nasty when they want to be. Let me just see what CP I've got. Oh, I've actually got a fair bit here. Let's go and spend it. We're making relatively good progress so far. Let's continue working our way out of here. More Cyclone soldiers. Oh, up we go.
We really have to go this way? I'm too old for this. Oh, how high is this thing? I don't think I'm gonna make it. Catch him.
Preempt. Thrown out of our face a second. Realistically, we should have started off by eliminating the watch drone, but because I'd staggered the other one, I wanted to take full advantage of it and dish out as much damage as I could while I could. beam gun, I think.
This whole place is crystal.
I wonder what it'd be like to become a crystal, I mean.
You gonna complete your focus?
Maybe. If I knew what it was. Yeah, I probably don't want to know.
Hey, Lightning. Did Sarah say anything to you about her focus?
Nothing.
You know what? She probably didn't want to worry you.
Or she just didn't think she could trust me.
Oh.
This fight can be an absolute pain.
Stay sharp.
Listen, there's no need to be all negative.
Here we are at the Brescia Ruins. I think on that note, I've been going for about 2 hours now, so I'm going to save my game here, and I think I'm going to wrap things up for today, and I will be back next Tuesday at 2:30 PM UK time as normal. So thank you to everyone that stopped by today. And like I said, we'll carry on next time.
What's that? I think I recognize it from somewhere.
Well, take care, everybody. Well, take care, Pri, and I'll see you next time. Is your Pri still here? Are you still with me, Pri, or have you gone?